Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jeremy Kowalski, and I'm a PhD candidate in the Geography Department here at York University, and it is my privilege to serve as the moderator for this event. As a point of departure, I would like to welcome everyone here to the opening plenary of the Arab Revolution's Crisis, Resistance, and Prospects Conference. This is certainly going to be an exciting event, which I am confident will not only prove to be an enlightening experience, but will illuminate various dimensions of the historical transformation currently underway in both the Middle East and North Africa that remain heretofore absent from and/or situated on the margins of dominant formal, practical, and popular commentary and analysis. I would now like to take the opportunity to introduce our guest speakers for this plenary session. Our first speaker, Dr. Radhika Desai, if you could please identify yourself, is a professor in the Political Studies Department at the University of Manitoba. Her work has found expression in the form of numerous books and academic journal articles. In fact, her most recent book, Geopolitical Economy After U.S. Hegemony, Globalization, Empire, has recently been released in actually this month. Her research interests include, but are not limited to, South Asian politics, cultural economics, and the history of economic thought. Our second speaker, Mr. Ali Mustafa, is an independent journalist based here in Toronto. He is a writer and media activist who specializes in Middle Eastern politics, where he has just spent the last year covering the events in Egypt and Israel and Palestine. He is currently the co-editor of Upping the Anti-Journal and has written many articles documenting the revolution in Egypt, including A Tribute to Tahrir Square, This is What Democracy Looks Like, and The Egyptian Revolution Continues, an interview with Hassam El-Hamalawi. His writing can be found at FromBeyondTheMargins.blogspot.com. Our third speaker, Dr. Eric Davis, is a professor of political science at Rutgers University and past director of the University Center for Middle Eastern Studies. His research has included the study of the relationship between state power and historical memory in modern Iraq, the political economy of Egyptian industrialization, the ideology and social basis of religious radical movements in Egypt and Israel, and the impact of oil wealth on the state and culture in Arab oil-producing countries. Dr. Davis's work has found expression in the form of, again, numerous books and academic journal articles, including Memories of State, Politics and Collective Identity in Iraq, Statecraft in the Middle East, Oil, Historical Memory and Popular Culture, and Taking Democracy Seriously in Iraq. Dr. Davis was also a member of an 8-nation study entitled Democracy and Development in the Arab World, which is conducted under the auspices of the World Bank and the American University in Beirut, which has recently been published in both Arabic and English. And our fourth speaker, who is currently en route from the airport, Dr. Kevin Anderson, is a professor of sociology, political science, and feminist studies at the University of California at Santa Barbara. His work has found expression in the form of numerous books and academic journal articles, including Marx at the Margins, on nationalism, ethnicity, and non-Western societies, and Foucault and the Iranian Revolution, Gender, and the Seductions of Islamism. His research interests include, but are not limited to, social and political theory, especially Marx, Hegel, Marxist humanism, the Frankfurt School, Foucault, and the Orientalism debate. So please join me in welcoming our guests to this event. However, before we proceed to our plenary discussion, I would like to outline the format for this session. Each speaker will have approximately 25 minutes to present. After our first two speakers, we will take a 10 to 15-minute break to stretch, visit the restroom, and/or inhale some fresh air. Following the break, our last two guests will present in succession. At the conclusion of the formal remarks by all of our guests, there will be a question and answer period. We ask that for those of you that would like to ask a question, to please approach one of the microphones which will be in the aisles to address the panel. When addressing the panel, please indicate to whom your question is directed and limit your remarks to a single question. Out of courtesy for other people who would like to ask a question, we respectfully request that you ask a question without taking license to editorialize or sermonize the subject. Of course, we expect that any person wishing to ask a question will do so in a tone and tenor that reflects the best traditions of academic decorum. Following the question and answer period, we'll collectively be given the opportunity to enjoy a short musical performance given by a local band of musicians, Kusha Nakai and Ibrahim Renems.